Chez Prune. Le Pavillon de Canaux. This here is Hôtel de Nous, opened in 1885. This is Café A. So here you have one of those real old riverboats, slowly moving. The legendary Canal Saint-Martin stretches through the 10th and the 11th arrondissement. It is 2.6 kilometers long and it connects the Canal de Loire to the River Seine. Nearly half its length, 2,069 meters between Rue Faubourg du Temple and Place de la Bastille, was covered in the mid-19th century to create wide boulevards and public spaces on the surface. So this is typically where they built these huge boulevards during the Haussmann renovations. And this is a vent where you can look down into the Canal Saint-Martin, or the tunnel. So if there was a riverboat passing right now, we would see it here from above. At Place de la Bataille de Stalingrad, we find this monumental limestone building created by architect Claude Nicolas Ledoux in 1784. At the start of the Canal Saint-Martin stands the Rotonde de la Villette, once a customs house where boats arriving with goods had to stop and pay taxes before entering Paris. The material, as in so many Parisian buildings from this time, is Lutetian limestone, also known as Pierre de Paris, which translates simply to Paris stone. The canal was used for entering grain, wine, building materials into Paris. Construction was ordered by Napoleon I in 1802, and the whole project was financed by a new tax on wine. So this is where the channel, or the canal, starts, right after the tax office. And this is where the riverboats would enter into Paris. The canal is drained and cleaned every 10 to 15 years, and it's always a source of fascination for Parisians to discover curiosities and even some treasures among the hundreds of tons of discarded objects. So here you have one of those real old riverboats. It looks almost impossible that it's going to fit through up here. But we'll see. These metal footbridges over the locks on Canal Saint-Martin were built in the 19th century to allow pedestrians to cross while boats move through the lock systems below. It's tight. here you can see the empty cargo sections of the boat, and it's coming up to the lock right here where it's going to go down. There are 9 locks altogether on the Canal Saint-Martin, so it is quite time-consuming to pass all the way through. So now it's coming through here, and it's going to go over down here. This type of boat is what in France is known as a péniche. They were built low and narrow, just wide enough for the locks. And at lunchtime, the banks of the canal fill up with people having lunch. And it's a huge variety of people. Another original purpose of the canal was to help supply Paris with fresh water. The area has changed dramatically over time. What was once a purely utilitarian structure is now one of the city's most trendy areas, known for its cafes, creative shops, and steady stream of locals and visitors. The canal inspired painters such as Alfred Sisley. In the present day, many intricate works of graffiti are visible along the canal, and there is a large multimedia art space on its banks. This is Café A. I'm going to give you a few recommendations on eating and drinking. Just a short walk about 100 meters away from the canal, you'll find this hidden oasis. Café A lies inside the former monastery Couvent de Récollet, once home to Franciscan monks. It's an amazing little garden, well worth a visit. The old industrial streets are now full of small studios, record shops, and creative kitchens. You'll find falafel, sourdough, Vietnamese snacks served to stay or wrapped to eat by the water. This here is Hôtel de Noord, opened in 1885 on the Canal Saint-Martin. It became famous through the 1938 film directed by Marcel Carnet, capturing the spirit of the working class Paris. Though doesn't longer operate as a hotel, you can still get a drink. And it's really a landmark for cinematic and social history. Built in 1912, Hôtel de Noord once offered modest lodging to canal workers and travelers. Today, it's a lively brasserie serving modern French food. Although famous for the following iconic movie scene.
Atmosphère! Atmosphère! Est-ce que c'est une gueule d'atmosphère? Puisque c'est ça, vas-y tout seul à la Varenne. Bonne pêche et bonne atmosphère!
Today, Hôtel de Noord also hosts live jazz evenings. Chez Prune. Chez Prune has been a local favorite since the late 90s. Trendy without trying, with just the right amount of wear and clutter. The crowd is a mix of artists, filmmakers, freelancers, and people who know how to stretch a coffee into an afternoon. And it's all set right by a lock, with big windows open to the water and the passing scene. A bit further up the canal, in this lock operator's building, lies a cafe/cultural hub. Le Pavillon de Canaux. Le Pavillon de Canaux isn't just a cafe. It's a living canvas of Parisian creativity. The menu reflects the eclectic spirit, from vegan mashed potatoes to tempura rice bowls and weekend brunches featuring scones, scrambled eggs, and carrot cake. With its beautiful canal-side setting, by day it's a cozy spot for coffee and conversation. By night, it transforms with DJ sets, workshops, and art events.